The Ottomans. Historically, one of the most powerful countries in the world, and in the Europa Universalis franchise and EU5, one of the main characters of the game. Now, even though the Ottomans are technically one of the most powerful countries in the world, and the fact that they have some of the most flavor out of any country in the game, in the hands of the AI, they're rarely that successful. Sure, they go on to expand in Anatolia and a little bit in the Balkans, but the AI can never take them as far as they historically did. Now, even though EU5 1.2 and Fate of the Phoenix was primarily focused on our biggest rival, Byzantium, does that change something for the Ottomans? Is conquest for the Ottomans into Byzantium easier? Is it harder? Has this buff to the Byzantines been a nerf for the Ottomans? Well, I guess it's time to find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump in as the Ottomans and crush the Byzantine Empire. Alright, here we are as the Beylik of the Ottomans, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 1337. Now, like I just said in the intro, man, the Byzantine Empire has received significant updates in Fate of the Phoenix, and a lot has changed about their gameplay, but what I'm really interested in is how that impacts their neighbors. So I thought, what better country to start off our first 1.2 playthrough with than the Ottomans? But yeah, as you guys know, man, we already start off with the Anatolian Beylik Tier 1 government reform right here, which is absolutely awesome. We have a ton of unique content out throughout every single age, and in just 1 month, we are about to get the Rise of the Turks situation, which is going to help us conquer Anatolia and the Balkans extremely quickly, and we will be getting some major buffs. Aside from that, some negative things about the Ottomans, or our starting position right here, is the fact that most of our land that we're going to conquer and that we already have is Greek and Orthodox, so we are going to have to do culture conversion, religious conversion, or culture acceptance in order to get cores every single in every single location. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward, man. Let's do the whole setup here. Let's let a month take over, fight some of the Beyliks, and look for a prime opportunity to take the city of the world's desire, which is now actually a megalopolis. Alright, a month has ticked over, and there we go. We get two events informing us about what's going on right here. The fact that Byzantium is getting, the Fate of the Phoenix disaster, which, well, maybe not so good for them. We'll see if it's good for us. But there we go. There's the Rise of the Ottomans as well. And we will add the Legacy of Osman Tier 1 government reform, which is free. It gives us a ton of these buffs right here, which is insane for conquest, and all of the other Beyliks hate us. But yeah, over here, man, we can press claims. It grants us claims on provinces in Anatolia, costing just money. We can do some other stuff as well. Later, we'll be able to do claims in the Balkans as well. We may get some of our neighbors for free as subjects. We'll see if that happens or not. But yeah, now that a month has ticked over and we got this running, let's do the setup. So for the other government reform, man, I'm actually gonna go with diplomatic tradition, since Diplorep is a lot more powerful in in 1.2, even though these tooltips don't tell you anything. I am gonna take that right there. Alright, estate setup done. We pissed off the nobles quite a lot. Hopefully we won't get a rebellion. But yeah, as for some of the starting advances we have, man, we can create Beys right here, which we don't really do that much, but plus 33% of integration, 5% discipline. We got the Ghazi Lord's estate privilege right here, slave rating plus 10%, sailors, manpower. It's even the stuff we start off with, man, they're already so powerful, and we got even more coming up. Okay, so this is precisely what I was waiting for. Basically, the Gerbia here to lose a couple of their, to lose their vassals. Now we can go ahead and press claim right here. There are a couple of ways to do this thing with the Ottomans, right? Because, for the Rise of the Turks, you actually kind of want to expand, but not too much. But, so, and with all of those integration bonuses and stuff like that, the game kind of wants us to take stuff directly because we integrated really quickly, right? But on the other hand, if we expand through subjects, those subjects, or if we, completely vassalize someone we fight, because they're going to have nothing better to do, they're going to convert their land to Turkish and to, to Sunni. Now, the previous time I played the Ottomans, and actually we did a couple of videos about these guys back when the game dropped, I did it mainly through subjects, and of course we weren't that fast in expanding ourselves. This time, I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm not really going to expand through subjects that much. Instead, I'm gonna be doing it on my own mainly. So there we go. I'm gonna press a claim for Karasi right here. There we go. We got the CB on these guys immediately. We lose stab because good relations. Okay, let's insult these guys and then fight them. Now there we go. Because of, you know, the fate of the Phoenix, we actually instantly kind of get claims over here on stuff that Byzantium owns. Of course, we could fight these guys first, but realistically, at this point, they are more powerful than us, man. The way I like to do it is, you know, take care of a couple of guys over here, then go in on Byzantium. But, yeah, let's do the Kiricids. It's gonna be a full annex on these guys. No vassalization, no nothing like that. Now, you know, there are also a couple of ways to handle, you know, the Greek population and stuff like that. I think we're gonna want to keep these guys happy, man. I think we're gonna want to keep these guys happy. So, yeah, let's go with that. Oh, nice event for the Ottomans right here. Look, we gained this for 20 years. That's banging. And that's an insta 100% on the Kiricids right here. We are gonna be full annexing them. Aggressive expansion is actually pretty high. Mainly with the, you know, with the Christian countries or whatever, but we don't care. Damn, why is FPS so bad in this menu? What? Okay, there we go. Full annex on the Kiricids. Nice. Obviously, we do have quite a lot to integrate, but hey, we should, you know, get it done pretty fast. Oh, Mints of the Old Sultanate. Okay, we got 98 different events right here. So Mints of the Old Sultanate, Konya and Sivas, which are, they're right there. Yeah, both locations are home to Seljuk mints. Once we conquer them, we'll keep this building. That's a very nice building. Okay, then next we got the minor Beylik of the Saruhan. Oh, okay, so we can offer Saruhan to be our vassal. Hey, if they accept, it's free. You know, I said we won't be playing with vassals. I meant we won't be making them. And if they refuse, we actually get claims. I can't unpause until we take this. So now we got the Persian bureaucracy right here, prestige and legitimacy. Greeks will be sad. Yeah, Greek becomes our new court language. Yeah, well, we don't like them that much, bro. We don't like them that much. No, Demi are already way too powerful. We'll actually go with this. And Saruhan, accepted. Okay, there we go. We actually have a subject here for free. Cool. I'm not mad about that. Another offer towards Germian? And they declined. Okay, so now I got a CB on Germian to conquer them, which of course we could do. But usually whenever these guys, or not just these guys, any Beylik declines, you send them an offer again, sooner or later, and they accept. So I'm actually gonna wait and see if we send them another offer. Oh, and even this has changed, man. Look at this. Yeah, I noticed this on a bunch of countries. Like, the cultures they start off with accepted, or the cores that they start off with, have been changed quite a lot. Look, the Ottomans don't have cores on any of this. Yeah, that's ass. I know sooner or later, actually quite a lot later, you do gain an event to accept Greek for like very, very cheap. Right now, obviously, it's literally impossible for us to accept it. It's so expensive. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, other gov reform time. I'm actually going to go with autocracy now, and it's also first parliament time. Let's see if we can change up some laws. There are actually quite a few laws we want to change. Doing central council first. Okay, while we're chilling here, another offer for vassalization on Chandar, and they do accept, which is wonderful. There we go. I mean, if we get these guys for free, like I said, we're gonna take it. Less conquest, right? Less aggressive expansion. And there we go. These are the kinds of events we gain through Rise of the Turks, man. We can increase integration by 20 pretty much every time on various locations, which does help speed things up quite a lot. Look, it bumped it up from 28 to 48. That's the one. For age 1, we're gonna go admin focus. Well, I've never seen this happen. What? Alright, I just realized we actually got a 4th guy that we can use to integrate, so I'm gonna go ahead and press a claim on Ahis right here. Ankara is what we're gonna conquer, which is actually a pretty important city. Ahis should be solo. Yes, they are. So let's just go in, quick in and out, expansion into these guys. It's only one province too, and this one is actually mostly Turkish, and well, it's Shia, but yeah, still, it'll become a core. There we go, we've taken care of these guys. That's gonna be a full annex. The Great Mosque of Bursa, hell yeah. So far, you know, Byzantium holding its own. They haven't expanded or shrunk or anything like that, but yeah, okay. Maybe Rise of the Phoenix isn't that bad for them. Next law I'm gonna change is actually from secluded harem to powerful harem. It gives us plus 10% crown power. And then even though royal harem is actually unique, it gives us only some prestige, man. So I'm also gonna swap this one out to itinerant court for proximity speed through land. Alright, so I've secured a claim on Germian anyway. I guess we're not gonna be getting that event to eat them up or whatever. Just gonna white piece Aydin right here and then take them over later, because Smyrna is actually a pretty important city that we want to get. Let's just get a diplomat. Okay, the Ahi's Brotherhood. What is this? Ahi bureaucrats for 15 years? Hell yeah, we're gonna take that. Okay, now let's go ahead and hit these guys. I actually couldn't get a CB on item because we don't border them, you know? Alright, White Piece Sarukhan and Girmian right here. Let's see the damage once again. Okay, yeah, a lot more mild than earlier, man. I guess really fighting these guys up here first makes the most guys mad because it's the closest to these guys that actually do end up getting mad. But perfect, we can stop assimilation and go into a little bit of integration. Black Death is here, of course. I've started annexing Sarukhan. It's gonna take a while, so we might as well do it. Alright, pressed another claim on these tiny guys right here, which I guess have these guys as allies. Maybe I'll vassalize these guys? I don't know, we'll see. Well, no one wants to give me access, so frick it, I guess. There we go. Cleaning up these small guys is quite annoying, but it's gotta be done. Honestly, didn't lose that many people in the Black Death. We got another unique thing right there for more speed of integration, which is very nice. Yeah, I really feel like the Ottomans have been nerfed through not having cores on all of their stuff right at the start, man. Yeah, it's interesting. Probably Hungary too. Yeah. Okay, well, interestingly now, we finished integration, so we can continue expanding. We are now more powerful than Byzantium. Obviously, there's no way we take Constantinople itself with the level 4 fort, but I did get a claims on the Dardanelles CB on them, which would enable us to expand over here. And I would like, the historical expansion route of us going on this first, as opposed to, immediately nabbing Constantinople. But then again, we could hit Aydin too. It's about the same level of annoyance, them or Byzantium. Obviously, Trebizond is in here, but I don't know. Do we go in on Biz? Take this, take Philadelphia, this right here, this island, and maybe something like, the Dardanelles, Edirne, Evros, something like that. Expand over here a little bit. How much AE would it be versus these guys? And it's actually harder to get everyone blue in this update, man. It's no matter how much you improve, so I don't even bother. What do we do? What about the Hamidids? Yeah, they got this alliance going right here. So either I fight all three of these guys or fight Biz and Trebizond. It's 1355. I didn't honestly want to fight Biz this early. I was hoping to see them do something, but I think I'm gonna do it. What kind of boats do they have? They have 5 what? 5 Drongos. I don't even know what that is. Potential ships 11. How many can I raise? 12. I built up some galleys. We can do a little bit more. We'll get more of these. I'll actually fight these guys down here, I think. Yeah, we should get Smyrna. We should get Smyrna. So, invade neighbor Balik. No, we definitely want to press claims, though. Yeah, let's go for Aydin. Alrighty. There we go. War continues. I've actually allied Eretna earlier. I don't know if I said that. For no reason. I thought maybe getting them friendly would make them have a, become more vassal, but I don't think I've ever seen it on Eretna. Obviously, I'll break the alliance with them sooner or later, but they're not a priority to fight anyway. Okay, it seems like they've unconditionally surrendered or something, and I don't want to peace out freaking Konya, just, peace out, separate peace the Karamanids, so... There we go. That's a full annex on Aydin. Really not that bad at all. And there we go. We've acquired Smyrna, yeah? Up to 4 cities now, man. Expansion continuing nicely right now as it stands. We have 78 locations. Yeah, we need to conquer literally 22 more in 44 years to not end this disaster. So we're chilling. Not disaster, sorry, situation. It's definitely not a disaster for us. It might be a disaster for everyone else, but we're good. And by the way, it's not like we're not getting cores. We are getting cores on some of this stuff over here, which is mainly Turkish, obviously. And some of this is getting, slowly but surely converted. There we go. As we can see, Saruhan is doing actually a pretty good job of converting stuff to Sunni and to Turkish. That is the benefit of creating subjects. Like I said earlier, they don't have anything to do, so they'll just convert stuff, and then there's, bigger likelihood of you getting cores later. But this time, we're going straight conquest, man. Cores, no cores, integrated, unintegrated, we don't care. We're the Ottomans, we're blobbing. But yeah, over in the Anatolian side, man, what other minor Beyliks do we have left to clean up? These 3 guys right here, before we hit Trebizond. And then these 4 guys down here before we hit Karaman. So yeah, that's gonna be our focus, man. Wipe out these guys and Biz, and then we'll focus on Karaman, Eretna, and, Serbia, Bulgaria. Biz have allied Wallachia, which of course will make the war versus them a little bit harder, but I can call in Eretna, so we outnumber them anyway. I still got that CB for 1.5 more years. Or do we just straight up continue pressing claims? Well, what's the situation with Menteche? They're only all with Teke. maybe I vassalize these guys in this war. Yeah, there's 2 provinces down here, so let's integrate at least one. Let's finish Kutaya right here, and then we'll go in on this. Frick it, we got time for a biz, man. We got time for biz. I'm kind of role-playing it that they're our big, rival right now, and that we can't really do stuff even though we can take them down. I like savoring them, What? Now this I've never seen. That's interesting. And there we go. See, these CBs on biz always refresh, man. They always refresh. Okay, I'm gonna go in on Menteche. Maybe we'll do something with these 2 guys. Yeah, we just need a diplomat. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we got Rise of Timur right now, and Timur, man, he's hit or miss, but I think it's the appropriate level of hit or miss. I am pretty satisfied with how the AI handles this. I have seen him reach Anatolia. In fact, I've even seen him reach over here in screenshots, not in my games. I have seen him conquer all of this in my games. This right here, that right there. So, not that I'm shaking in my boots or anything, but let's hope he isn't too good this game. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's hope he isn't too good. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna separate piece these tiny guys. Annex them and take all of their money. Then I'm gonna separate piece Teke right here and make them a vassal. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna give this to them. And now I'm gonna separate piece full annex Menteche right here. Let's see. Okay, not bad. Not bad, yeah, not bad. Okay, I'll improve with Kiraman a little bit and, biz in them. Okay, Saruhan has been annexed. We got 1 core, lovely. I think I'll probably start on Chandar immediately. Yeah, most of their stuff is Turkish, why not? Well, the Golden Horde blew up. We got Crimea and Nogay out of the historic ones. Astrakhan, Kazan, there it is. Yeah, these guys now blow up every game, man. I think that this whole thing right here is in a really good position. Timur, not that aggro so far, which I'm a fan of. I pressed claims on the Hamidids not knowing they were Karaman vassals, so now I can't fight them because I'll lose mega stability. Although, I did just get all of these claims. Huh. We do outnumber them. Now I got a pretty good navy, too. Wallachia, Biz. We can probably stop them from walking over, siege this stuff over here, then move in. Eretna's gonna come in. Yeah, we got these guys. Okay, frick it. Now we're gonna fight Biz. Okay, so we can do various claims right here. We can do Coachella. That's gonna give us taking. Dardanelles is bigger. Why do we have it twice, though? I don't know. Oh, because I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna declare with that. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first war with Byzantium has started. Okay, it's time to take down these has-beens. Another great empire is about to replace them. That's us. Okay, they crossed right over. Big mistake, obviously. Thank you. Okay, let's beat these guys' ass. There we go. Ass has been beaten. Hey, I wonder if they fixed that whole thing about the Ottomans moving their capital to Europe and losing basically, yeah, this. For example, these things. Or was that working as intended? Because there's so many good things just because our capital is in Asia, man. There's actually crazy things just because our capital is in Asia. Like all of these things, for example. Was that changed? Let me look it up. Look, this entire branch, dude. Yeah, right, they were saying that it's working as intended. So what will I actually lose that I researched? Okay, I researched this for no reason. I'm researching this for no reason currently. The reason I thought of this was because, and there's so many things from here too, I think. Or maybe not. But the reason I thought of this is because I think there's an event to move your capital to Edirne if you take it before Constantinople, which you probably don't want to do since it's whatever, but yeah, why would that work as intended? Yeah. I don't think I agreed with this even at the start. Yeah, we'll lose this, we'll lose this. Every single one of these that's got the cultures masks on it, we basically lose once we move our capital to Constantinople. So there's like no point in researching any of these. This one's at 81. It's 5% cabinet efficiency. Might as well wrap it up, right? But yeah, no point in researching this one, for example. Yeah, I don't think they changed it. Yeah, I think they are saying that it's still working as intended. Oh, dude, what the hell? That's right, there's unconditional surrender. Right, one of the best additions. Okay, we do actually have Constantinople, dude. Huh. Okay, well, if we still want to roleplay it, let's say, we take this for sure, this for sure, this for sure, this for sure, this for sure. Okay, how bad is that? Only Biz is mad. What about that? Still only Biz is mad. I don't know. It doesn't feel right taking Constantinople first, even though it would literally be the best. You know, obviously we would want to do, like, what they did historically first, right? Which is, like, pretty much this, I guess. Or, well, maybe not. Maybe, like, this. Kinda, right? Or that, kinda. I don't know. Something like that. Take this, too. Actually, not this down here, but... yeah, okay, we're not doing that. I'm definitely gonna take all of the stuff that they have in Asia, though. And honestly, yeah, why not? Okay, yeah. And all of their money. Yep, okay, there we go. We'll actually keep the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople because that's like the main one, isn't it? So, yeah, we're not dissolving it. Yeah, they gain less religious influence, we gain tolerance of heathens. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Okay, and just like that, folks, we have acquired the city of the world's desire. Still a megalopolis, by the way. Okay, let's wait for those events where we move our capital. Yeah, okay, we have more than 100 locations, which means the thing won't end in 30 years. Yeah, I'm satisfied. We actually stole so many ships, it's not even funny. And there we go. There's the event immediately, the city of the world's desire. Let's just confirm that we will lose these right here after we move our capital. So let's see something that's researched. Okay, this is around proximity speed, so we should lose the prestige and cabinet efficiency right here. Yeah, really, it's not that much that we're losing right now, but still. Okay, but yeah, and of course, will be a fitting capital. We want to, you know, have Constantinople be dominant right here, the trade and everything. Not gonna plunder it. Constantinople becomes our new capital. All locations in the Byzantine will change their level of integration to core, which is this right here. Another jewel to collection. No, it's a fitting capital. And there we go. We have officially moved our capital to Constantinople. It's been renamed to Constantiniye. We should gain cores, right? Or is it just integrated? Is that a new bug now? What the hell? Okay, never mind. Let's just check if we've lost these. We haven't. Bursa is in Asia. Does it only consider the original capital then? Yeah, look. We can still research this. A month has taken over, dude. Our capital is Constantinople. Let's wait another month, perhaps. Okay, another month ticked over. No, we can still do these. Excellent. Hey, I'm super glad they changed that, man. I'm super glad they changed that. They were saying, you know, it's an intended design choice, but obviously it never made sense. Yeah, I'm glad we have these, so it's like your original capital. Perfect, man. Yeah, super happy about that. I'm super happy about that. Perfect. Cool. But there we go. We've acquired Constantinople. Now, we should be able to get press claims on the guys in Europe pretty soon. I think maybe a little more expansion over here, actually, for that to unlock. I don't know what the requirement is to unlock the same thing, which is press claims over here, too. But, yeah, let's not concern ourselves with these guys too much. Let's go back to focusing on Anatolia. Oh, dude, look. It immediately started building a local governor for me in Bursa, which is, like, I guess, our old capital. But building's way too expensive now. I don't want that. Or maybe that's how you keep the advances? Nah, probably not, right? These guys have immediately started making a new market, which, of course, Bulgaria always does in Tarnovo right at the start. Who else creates a market immediately? Yeah, they do Lund. Lund isn't here. So, yeah, they created the one in Thessaloniki. Ideally, we'd destroy this one. Maybe this one, too. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Wait, so now if no antagonism is blue, is just not blue, what is blue? They feel no antagonism, but these guys feel no antagonism either. Yeah, they changed this up quite a lot. All right, so we hung around a little bit, integrated most of our stuff right here. As we can see, we're assimilating the rest of it. But I think it's time, man, we dissolve our alliance with the Eretnids here, you know what I'm saying? Because these three guys right here and this tiny guy, actually, they're all Eretna tributaries. So we can't get into them without fighting these guys. Hamidid's is a vassal of the Karaman, so... makes sense we fight Karaman. I was hoping we'd get a couple of more free vassalizations. It was only 2, whatever. But, yeah, these guys are pretty big. We'll see how much it takes us to chop him down. Yeah, probably a couple of wars, but they're allied with the Eretna. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and pop a little insult right here, and then we'll get into it. Damn, dude, we're still gonna lose 20 stab. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, man, we farmed up a lot of war scores just from 4 battles over here. Sure, I'll take that any day. Ideally, what we do right here is not take anything from the Hamadids, just because once we full annex Karaman, we'll get them for free. We're already at 97%, but I need the fort in Konya. Oh, dude, I just got wiped here by Eretna. How the hell did that happen? There we go. There is 100%. Okay, we're good. So let's see. What can we actually take from Karaman right here, and how bad is it? Are these guys full annexable? I think I clicked on everything. They are full annexable war score-wise. And who would be mad? There actually would be quite a few guys that would be mad. Karaman, of course, won't exist. Biz, Cilicia, Eretna. The Hamadids are going to become my vassals, so it doesn't matter. Cyprus, Dulkadir, and the Tacitinids. Okay, so that's up to a max of 121 without the Karaman ids. If we make them a fiefdom, a max of 117, and then these guys will stay here, but diplo-annexing these guys is going to take ages. But even if we don't diplo-annex them, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different provinces that we gotta straight up annex. We could pop some smaller subjects right here. Let me think about this. I actually am gonna full annex them. I think this is a full annex. Yeah, that's all Eretna, that's the Hamadids. Yeah, I'm gonna full annex them. So there we go. Mercantile influence grows in Anatolia. The wealth of Anatolia in the palm of our hand? Question mark. I love Doc Ock references. So we'll grant trunk road to Erzurum to the burghers, or we just make them a little bit mad. Us directly own all of these will grant us access to the trunk road. It's just a little bit of land trade efficiency. It's not that bad. Yeah, they're not that powerful. Sure, we'll do that. Now, where do we pop subjects? Do we even pop subjects? Most of this is Turkish. We could create an Armenian subject that can own Adana, Sis, and Tarsus. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or was the trunk road for Adana as well? Let's see. I forgot which one it was for. Frick. I'll keep everything. Why the hell not? And I know we're playing super unoptimally by doing this, but frick it. Oh, you know what? I will create one subject. There we go. Custom. We'll put them down right there. We'll make them a fiefdom. And then we'll just go ahead and grant them Sis and Tarsus as well. Yeah, there we go. Most of this other stuff is Turkish, so it'll get integrated pretty quickly. Nice. Okay, who is mega mad? Lots of countries are mega mad. Okay. I don't think we're gonna see too much of a risk of a coalition, so we do need to improve, though. We still need to improve. Oh, there it is. There's the Balkan Wars, so our cannons will blot out the sun. As long as we own 120 locations in total and have presence in the Balkans, the press claims action in the Rise of the Turk situation will also allow us a CB against provinces in the Balkans. So yeah, it's 120. And obviously we got more than 120 right now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like that. I like that. Now we can do this for these guys too, which is nice. There's a lot of precious metal distribution. We'll do regulator right there. Hey, nice. There's the Great Turkic Migration as well. So we can do this. Invite Turkish migration, which is right there for 51 ducats. The designated province will receive Turkish migrants from another of our provinces. So to steer toward Turkish, let's do it in our capital. It's not a lot, but oh my god, not a corrupt guy, dude. This is such a horrible trait. Frick me. We can improve Armenian to positive, which is nice. We will get quite a lot of Armenian. Byzantium has shrunk. Athens blew up a little bit. I think they got Epirus as a vassal too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but as soon as we integrate up a bunch of this stuff, I think we turn back on the European part, man, and maybe, you know, wrap up Thrace or something like that. Get a Dirne, the Dardanelles, Evros, this, whatever. Okay, so we're officially integrating everything that we took from Karaman. Some of it is done, some of it isn't, but it is time to move on. Let's go ahead and press a claim on the Dardanelles. There we go. Biz is still same allies as earlier. Wallachia got a little bit more powerful, I guess, but it literally doesn't matter. Don't even need an ally or anything. Why is it that much? I don't have a truce with them. Wait, why do I have a truce with them? Is my truce with them really that long? Wow. I guess we're faster than I thought we were. Or the truce is way longer than I thought. But then again, no, look, dude. With these guys, it's 15 more years on freaking Eretna. Okay, well, I guess we could still press claims while we have a truce. I'm glad we don't have to wait that long. It's literally only like 5 months. Okay. Okay, truce with Biz is up. And actually, Eretna sent me an alliance offer, which is cool because I'm actually going to cool it on these guys for a little bit and focus on Europe. And then, of course, we'll dismantle Eretna and steal their vassals and stuff. Well, tributaries or whatever. But yeah, let's go in, man. Let's go in. Let's just wait another month tick. That's all we need. Okay, a coalition literally just formed, but it's only them, so it hasn't changed. There we go. We're fighting Biz. Yeah. Okay, so I'm splitting them using S, right? You actually can't split them if it's shrunk. Come on, man. You can't split them if it's shrunk. That's funny. Meanwhile, how's the passive conversion going? It's whatever. I did accept Turkoman, although it's not majority anywhere. Yeah, I'm doing it a little bit during whenever we're not integrating, but we are pretty much integrating all the time, so we get stuck with this. Obviously, still no way of accepting Greek, and I think that event that lets you actually accept them for cheap or whatever it is like way later, so I'm not betting on it. Okay, even this is so much. Cilicia, Bulgaria, Epirus, not that many, but maybe without Evros? Doesn't seem right without Evros though. I'm gonna do this. Yep, there we go. Okay, so how long is our truce now? 14 years. Yeah, that's pretty long. That's pretty long. Okay, let's cancel improving with all of these guys right here and improve with guys that are actually, yeah. Of course, at this point, we could create a Greek subject. In fact, we probably should create a Greek subject. But then again, Biz would still be the dominant Greek guy. And even Epirus and, well, Athens isn't a Greek, actually, is it? Yeah. We'll need a little bit of time before our guy becomes the dominant Greek guy. And even then, I improved with these Armenian guys a while ago. So I'm just trying to find a way to improve with Greek a little bit. Do I create one now? Like something like Evros or something. And then create a Bulgarian guy over here. Unless he pops out here, in which case he'll be Greek as well. For frickin' Sleven and the Rhodopes. Of course, we could make these guys Beys as well, right? But I guess that's only for over here. It doesn't matter. Those guys are already Turkish. Whether these guys become... They're Greek. Okay, so that one backfired. That one backfired a little bit. This guy will be Greek as well. Frick it, I might as well give that to him. I actually started annexing Teke. This guy, man, it always wants to build local governors for me. I don't know, is Smyrna that good? Probably not, right? I mean, if it's a core, it doesn't make sense. But if it's not a core, it does. Nah, we'll just be wasting money. Stop trying to build it for me, man. You know, this new color scheme on antagonism really throws me off with knowing who thinks what, man. I much preferred it when it was blue. You know, with guys that we have literally no beef with. Where the hell is opinion? There's opinion. This one doesn't matter that much. How the hell is Evros already at 20%? Did we get an event for it? I don't think we did. You know, Bulgaria is also fairly weak, man. Especially since they got their ass whooped by Serbia at the start. They still own the market. They got some decent allies, Galicia and Wallachia here, but we can crush these guys. I wonder if... I think they're a bit too big to make them a vassal, but then again, they were the same size... They're kind of the same size as Karaman was, and I full annexed them. Because if we can make Bulgaria a vassal, it will be a freaking massive vassal, but... We got some reconquest here. And Bulgarian is also pretty big, dude. Yeah. The thing is, I'm thinking who to fight next, who to press claims on next, and if I'm still friendly with Eretna... we should probably hit Bulgaria. Create a couple of Bulgarian subjects or something. Yeah. Also, Cyprus is like solo. What's that other culture they got? Poitevin? What? Oh, it's the French guys, right? Wait, what? So these guys popped out of the Rhodopes, but they got left with no land. That was interesting. What? What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna get into it with Bulgaria, man. Yeah, there we go. There's our deck on Bulgaria. Could be a fun one. Let's see actually how much we can take here, because... Yeah, okay, now we got the blue, but it still doesn't make sense. Well, my vassal here failed completely. This is an independent country now. Damn, Bulgaria's got a lot of forts. Frick my life, dude. Look at this. Frick. If I had known they had this many forts, I wouldn't have declared. I'd have just broken the alliance with Eretna or something. Look at this, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Wallachia is stacked as well, so is Galicia. Okay, this one is going to be an annoying one. Okay, war isn't that bad. I actually paid Wallachia and Galicia to frick off, so we are loaned up a little bit, but that's fine. Let's pick up Renaissance. Even though there's still good stuff from the generic tree, I desperately do need it, because over here we have another cabinet seat. And then we have this. I'm also actually going to take the building discount. And I need the culture's capacity. What's local council? Local crown power, max control. That's pretty good. Also, forts aren't as annoying as I thought they'd be. They're actually falling pretty quickly, if you guys can see right here. Yeah, from 7 to 28. We're chilling. Let's go help our Eretna there. And there's an unconditional from Bulgaria. Cool. We can't make Bulgaria a vassal. I guess they're too big. It doesn't even show up. We can only do it on the knights, so it doesn't matter. We can take Burgas, this right here. How bad is this? Yeah, we're really pissing off the Orthodox guys here. Biz in Bulgaria. Serbia too in this one. So this does mean we'll end up like coalitioning them every time. I wonder, do we go inward or do we go coastal here? What's the cultures looking like? Yeah, coastal towns right here. This is looking pretty poor actually over on this side. So perhaps I don't care about that. And this one we already got a part of. Yeah, this one's pretty similar. And then we just eat up these guys whenever. Yeah, okay, I'm cool with this. War reps, money. There we go. We're done with Bulgaria for now. These guys are mega mad, though. I don't think we can stop them coalitioning us. Yeah. I do definitely have to create Bulgarian subjects here, though, because I need someone to improve cultural opinion with. So, these are... Where do I create them? One over here and one there? Yeah, makes sense. Oh, dude, I actually don't have a truce on these guys, I don't think, right? No, I don't. Huh. Oh, cool. Let's just eat them up real quick. Yeah, there we go. Teke down here has been annexed. Let's see if we get any cores. We did a little bit. Okay, let's do the Hamidids next. Clean up the borders a little bit. We'll do Chandar too. Why the hell not? After these guys are wrapped up. Another governor form. We're just gonna go royal decree here. You know, one thing I'm glad about is that Fate of the Phoenix doesn't collapse Byzantium. Or am I glad about that? Should it collapse them? Okay, Timur. Not a thing for us. Great. You know, I'm just sitting here dreaming about the control we might have if we just accept Greek, or if we just, you know, if conversion was faster, we'd be making like 100 ducats a month. You know, this is probably no, this is actually the least controversial take I'll ever have. I think everyone should integrate as fast as the Ottomans do during Rise of the Ottomans. Maybe then countries will actually be incentivized to go to war and conquer stuff. I think they don't want to conquer stuff because they'll never turn it into a core, right? It takes ages for them to integrate and then accept or convert and stuff like that. I think this should be like the default speed without the events that bump it up 20%, obviously. By the way, truce with Biz is up. I also broke my alliance with Eretna. Now, I'll say my alliance. Why is Wallachia so strong, bro? And why do we not have that much levies, dude? We got... Obviously, because most of them are non-accepted culture, right? But how many people do they have? I'm interested in. Yeah, okay. What about these guys? Yeah, I don't know. Let's fight Biz. Take whatever we can from them. Probably not going to be a full annex, though. I'm not even interested in this until we actually get to border it. Okay, let's go. Put down a strategic fort in the Dardanelles as well, just so no one can cross. Wipes are just so much easier in this patch, man. It's actually not even funny. I caught a low morale 12,000 stack of Wallachia up here. Gone. These guys are actually here. Okay, I'm gonna full annex the Knights here just because they've been a thorn in my side for so long, dude. Biz is actually full annexable here. Quite a lot of countries would be mad. Okay, that's up to 127, but for them, actually up to 108. Without the southern Greece stuff, it's up to 98. Without the Albanian stuff, up to 95. Doesn't really change that much, does it? I'll do this. And freaking war ups or something. Okay, like this we took over the the Salonic market as well, the Thessaloniki one. Definitely gonna want to create an Albanian subject here. Perfect, yeah. That is... Well, this one is mostly Albanian. Let's hope they pop out Albanian and not Greek, but they always pop out Greek for some reason. And then down here, we can do Thessaly and Southern Epirus as one subject. You know, smaller subjects have been made more annoying to annex now. But it's whatever. Okay, are they? They are Albanian. Nice, perfect. But the bigger you are, it's actually quite a lot faster. So, we are pretty large, I would say. Okay, these guys should be Greek. These guys are Greek, perfect. And then I'm gonna grant them that. And what do I have to integrate? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, perfect. Looking very nice. Yeah, looking very nice. Okay, we'll get back into it over on this side and fight Eretna. Would it make sense for us to destroy the Salonic market? Let's let a month tick over and see where we're at on that one. We're first, but I don't know. Kind of a high concentration here. They're spaced out pretty nicely, I do gotta say, but the game starts off without both of these. Dubrovnik goes like this. Constantinople goes like that. Greek is still way too massive to accept. I'll tolerate Bulgarian. Yeah. Imagine by 1444 we actually gotta... How much more do we gotta take? I'm comparing it to EU4 here. We gotta take all of Bulgaria. All of Macedonia. A little bit of Albania. And then... most of northern Greece. But then again, over on this side, we have stuff that we normally wouldn't have. We got this. We got this down here. We do have Constantinople. Okay, as soon as we wrap up a couple of these, we're gonna go in on Eretna and take everything they got over in Anatolia, which is, yeah, everything except for Erzurum. Alright, the Hamadids have been annexed. I don't think I'm gonna get a core of any kind on that because they weren't really doing anything. Okay, we just got a little bit. Let's do Chandar now. They're pretty big and they do give us the most money. Not really, but yeah, let's do them. Yeah, they're pretty large. Okay, since we're almost done with at least one of these, let's press a claim on that. Yeah, I love this raw conquest, man, of the Ottomans. Yeah, I enjoy it quite a lot. It's just the party never stops, you know what I'm saying? But let's declare an Eretna, man. They're gonna bring in their... okay, these two guys, which is whatever. Yeah. Probably need to insult them. We gotta go to relations. And I actually do got a coalition over on this side. It's, well, it was Serbia, Venice, and Cilicia. I guess it's just Serbia now. And Argos, maybe? Alright, there's the deck. Still gonna lose Mega Stab. We just can't get Stab under control this campaign, man. Usually it's not this annoying. Frick my life. I guess it doesn't matter that much, does it? Yeah, okay. Let's pay this off, too. Raise these boys up. Okay, so Eretna just unconditionally surrendered, which is wonderful. It saved me from having to siege this and this and this fort. But first, over on this side, you know, my subjects, I've noticed in this... look, look, look! What the hell is this? Yeah, they just end up being free somehow, man. It's like the entire subject gets a revolter. For example, these guys, whatever they're called, had a rebellion, and their entire country was the rebellion, but they still had their army, so sometimes it doesn't make sense. Frick it. Yeah, look, it cost me literally this, man. I'm gonna have to go back and get it. But as for Eretna, like I said, I want to take everything from them that's in Anatolia. Which is this? Is that too much sauce? That's quite a lot of sauce. Frick me. We don't want to do this. We do not want to do this. We could make them a fiefdom. No, we can't. Okay, I guess I'll end up taking about half of Eretna or something like that. Yeah, this we can do. This we can do. Okay, we'll do the other half later. I'm satisfied with that. Nice. You know, everything over here is Orthodox, but this isn't. Not fully. Ironic, isn't it? Back after lunch, refreshed a bit, and you know, because we're going so ham on expansion and conquest and stuff like that, which is obviously what you're supposed to do. I wish AI Ottomans look like this in 1411. You know what? I wish they looked like this in 1411, but you know, keeping up with that pace of sort of historic conquest, but just, you know, every bit of me inside is screaming, just, Hog, don't stop expanding, please. Let's assimilate. Let's, you know, let's convert the religion. Let's just gain cores on everything. But, nah, this ain't that type of playthrough, man. We're just going ham, baby. We're just going ham. I like it, though. Now, one reason, of course, I haven't been upgrading, you know, provinces to like towns or cities or whatever, even though we're making pretty good money right now, is you know, one of the requirements to end the Rise of the Turks is for us to have 500 locations, and 50 of them need to be urban, and sort of we are halfway there with both of them. But I feel like, you know, if we speed up one of these things, it's, you know, some people like to cheese it as well, and that's when like Suleiman the Magnificent dies, isn't it? Which I feel like this should be the only requirement, man. Honestly, this shouldn't even be there. But then you can go even ham, even longer. You know, you could cheese it and, you know, stop at like 480 and then just do vassals after that to keep all of these awesome modifiers. But I don't think we're gonna. I think we're just gonna play it straight up. I mean, we're not gonna lose it this playthrough until we hit this. And I feel like 500 locations is almost all of the Balkans and Anatolia, which, you know, are your first two regions for expansion. Both of these together probably have more than 500, but yeah, maybe like all of Anatolia and Balkans up to here? Something like that is 500? I don't know. Then again, it's twice the size that we are, so maybe it really could be all of the Balkans and Anatolia, or I don't know. Every one of these assholes is freaking corrupt, dude. Frick my life. Or does it just matter if the ruler is corrupt? It's way too spammy. Oh, the Demi really build a lot. Or the Zemi, whatever you want to call it. I've noticed in this update. Yeah. I'm hoping we get an Albanian rebellion right here, but I don't think we will. Either way, let's press claims on these guys, man, because they literally popped from a vassal, so... Yeah, just wasting a little time right there. I really need a Greek subject. Oop, what the hell did I click away? I really need a Greek subject, though. So I am gonna make these guys a subject. Primary Greek guy is probably Epirus right now. Yeah, so we need to chop them down. And actually, Byzantium still exists and is right after that, so yeah. Alright, we wrapped up the things we wanted from Renaissance. We're still far more powerful than any of our neighbors. So we could go banking. We got both of these, right? Yeah, let's just take them. They don't cost anything anyway. We would have auto-embraced them. I don't know. We got some awesome stuff for professional armies, man. The Timor system is crazy. This we don't really need. Janissary barracks and Janissary guards are really good as well. The discipline is crazy from Seljuk roots. We do got the cultures capacity over there as well, too. It gets me down to cavalrymen. You know what? Yeah, let's go army stuff first. I usually go, you know, in order of how they pop. Renaissance, banking, professional armies, but frickin', I'm gonna go professional armies first here. You know, we could go in on Bulgaria again. I'm actually considering chilling for a bit. It is 1413. I did kind of want it to stop it at 1444 once again to compare borders compared to EU4, but... frick it, I like wars. Oh, we can't press claims for a year. It's okay. Alright, we do got a coalition going. It's Serbia, Bulgaria, the Tacidids, but it doesn't matter, so... Or does it matter? It kind of does matter. They actually outnumber us. Huh. Okay, well, these guys can be... I was gonna say pieced out quickly. Oh my god, the forts, dude. Everyone's mega forted up. You know what? I am gonna chill. Okay, it keeps building local governors. I've actually destroyed 2 by now. It's in Salonik. It probably put it down in Salonik proper. Right? Or no, it didn't. Where the hell did it put it down? Local governor. It put it in Smyrna. Why is that in the Salonik market? What? Okay. Yeah, Smyrna is a pretty good location for it. I guess if the game thinks we can run it. I mean, it is 5 ducats, which is pretty expensive, but... I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Naples kind of fricked me, because they just vassalized Athens, and now the biggest Greek guy is, well, Epirus, and they're a vassal of Naples. Honestly, haven't seen France push this hard in here in a while, dude. I do got a personality by ruler. France is expansionist right now. Hungary got fricked in the ass, I just noticed that. How are my neighbors? Serbia's cautious, Bulgaria's cautious. These guys are, like, defensive, yeah. Rarely are they ever expansionist, but if you get them as expansionist, you see them do stuff like this, which is cool. Or aggressive or whatever, right? Yeah, we're aggressive, but that's per ruler, right? Alright, now we're gonna fight Bulgaria and them. A great Biz is in this too now? Come on, dude, you gotta be kidding me. These guys are gonna be annoying. These guys are gonna be annoying, but we got men-at-arms now, so... should be alright. Look, man, this shit keeps happening, yo. Yeah, we formed a union with these guys. They just popped away, and but no rebellion, no nothing. Is this some kind of bug, or is this something I'm not understanding? We don't got a truce with them. Great, yeah. This is like the 5th time this has happened. That's it. I'm done with subjects. I'm actually completely done with subjects. I don't know if it's working as intended. If it is, I don't understand it. There was no rebellion. These guys are just independent now. They are just... I don't get it. Am I doing the fiefdom thing wrong? I don't think I am. Oh yeah, I annexed Chandar during this war. We got Khorasan like most of it. Next up, Humst. How many subjects do I actually have? It's just Thessaly and Adana. It never happened with Adana, I'll give you that. So let's improve and annex them. Maybe we can even accept Armenian. Well, got Wallachia out for 140 and Serbia for 70, so that's nice. Biz, though, doesn't want to accept even 1700. Thank frick for unconditional surrenders, man. Yeah. Save me from having to siege like 4 forts. Perfect. This, I think, is going to be a full annex on Bulgaria. Pretty aggro. Okay, Biz in Serbia. It really is just Biz in Serbia and some other guys that really don't matter that much. Yeah. Okay. Full annex on Bulgaria. keeping the Patriarchate and actually keeping everything here, man. Yeah, I know it's like completely disconnected from us because of these guys, but we're gonna eat them up pretty soon. Okay, assimilation is actually going really quickly. We're done with Byzantium. We've converted a lot of these. We'll continue with that later, but for now, time to integrate some provinces. Yeah, Orthodox guys mega mad at me. Definitely don't want these guys in the coalition. The thing is, why I keep these subjects around is because I want to improve cultural opinion. Right now, the main Bulgarian guy is just these guys. And I gotta make them a subject again so I can hopefully improve opinion with Bulgarian so I can accept it. It's not that expensive anyway. If I improve one time, it'll probably go down to like 110, 120. And we got another +1 cultures coming up too. And it's pretty big, man. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. We gotta accept it. Now we got the Tarnovo market as well. I don't think I'm gonna bother destroying any markets. It's whatever. I don't remember how much time passed from when I improved opinion with these guys. Wait, can I not fight them? Oh, I can't fight them because they're in a union with me, dude. That's right. Don't tell me I gotta keep them around for 50 years. And I don't want to change my succession law, man. I forgot how you even do it. We got unigeniture. We could flip the fratricide, which is pretty much the Ottoman thing. I forgot where it was. Somewhere over here. Was it in Renaissance? I don't think it's in Renaissance. It could be in the extra one. Yeah, we can get fratricide, though. That's what I wanted to say. Ugh, this completely fricked me. Now I got no way of improving, yeah, they'll never accept their negative opinion. You freaking hate me? Why? It does mostly come down to negative opinion, but we got, yeah, no way. Frick me. Alright, so we're kind of fricked on integrating Bulgarian. I gotta say, I think pace is pretty good, man. I think pace is pretty good, and I wasn't even pushing it that much as you guys are seeing this video. Well, wait, I can do it now. It's probably with Adana again, though. Yeah. I don't need it with Armenian, though. Yeah, Armenian is already pretty cheap, man. Frick, dude. I'm just not gonna click it. I'm just not gonna click it. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it for... Unless I make a bigger Bulgarian guy. Yeah, unless I make a bigger Bulgarian guy. Which I could, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot about Retna. I really did. They only got like 2 provinces we want to take. Right? Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, are these guys still their boys? Tributary of Eretna, tributary... Union. Yeah, these guys are all tributaries. If I hit one of them, though... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, shoot. Is Genoa not in the HRE anymore? Huh. Hold up. Let me see something. Oh my god, the Italian guys actually left? Yo, is that fixed as well? That's crazy. HRE isn't looking that strong. I mean, it has expanded down here, but France has pushed in a little bit over here, but... Yeah. Okay, that's actually awesome. Cool, dude. I didn't even talk about Genoa at all this campaign because, you know, I checked them once. They were in the HRE. Bohemia was the Emperor, a million allies. And now it actually works properly. It does call in the Emperor's allies, so, yeah. Scary for me, but working as supposed to. But yeah, now we can just take out Genoa, dude. It's not even that much, yo. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations, yeah. This is gonna be easy, dude. It's just Genoa, Gazaria, and Milan. Genoa does have boats, but yeah, that doesn't matter. Perfect. We'll clean out some more borders. They probably converted it. Oh, they didn't. Nice. Okay. What is this? Okay, yeah. Now, speaking of Genoa, it's the matter of merchants in Constantinople. Okay, let's piss off Venice and Genoa by destroying the Venetian quarter and Galata as well. They'll hate us. Our burghers will hate us, but we kick those assholes out. Thank you for the unconditional surrender, Eretna. What we want is... probably this, if I'm looking at it correctly. Right? Right? We could nab this as well. And that's actually something we don't want. Well, we're not interested in for this campaign, at least. Sure. Okay. Well, there we go. That's a wrap on Eretna. Cleaned up the borders right here. Next, we got these 2 boys, which are Eretna boys. Trebizond. We'll go in on them. Genoa a little bit. Yeah, Adana, we need to annex... this OLM Cilicia that's been here, Dulkadir, which... Frick my life. Oh my god, Egypt has... Not looking forward to that at all. Wait, they're allied? No way. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's painful. Alright, well, I established seniority on these assholes, hoping that I can I don't know, maybe sometimes when you got junior partners, they're willing to accept becoming subjects, so they might, I don't know. Yeah, let's do banking. Dude, I just realized we're not even kingdom rank. I feel like you should be insta-empire when you get Constantinople, I don't know. Alright, doing unified succession on these guys. When life gives you lemons, you know? Except in this case, it's not lemons, it's like durian or something, but yeah. Thessaly's been annexed. Oh, there it is. Wait, what's the trigger for this? There's the classical era of the Ottoman Empire. I guess you need to be a certain size, maybe? More than 300 locations, perhaps? But we've had that for a little bit now. Okay, but there it is. We are the Padishah of the lands and the seas, the shadow of Allah on earth. We will adopt the country rank of Empire, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially the Ottoman Empire. Play the anthem of the Ottoman Empire, I guess. I don't know it. Nice. Well, I'm glad we could skip over being a kingdom. I just wish I knew what triggers the event. I could look it up. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, of course I could look it up. First game, first actual playthrough in 1.2, and I forgot the most important feature that 1.2 introduced. The event list! Okay, we just got the classical era of the Ottoman Empire. We should be able to find it here, unless it's part of Rise of the Turks, I guess. Right? Unless it's a part of... So we can create an Uchbey of Albania. It's about Skanderbeg, I guess. Osman's Dream. I had this. Yeah, this I already had. Well, yeah, it's right there. Okay. The Matter of Merchants. No, so... Oh, we can actually search for it. Class... Yeah, it's not here. Okay, so that event is related to Rise of the Turks. I guess anyone can have it, but we got the Flourishing of Bursa. 60 Prosperity. Oh, we actually already had this. Let's take a look at something we haven't had. So, Influx of Anatolian Scholars. Okay, that can't happen. That's the City of Hadrian. Okay, we need... Okay, that's before that. Don't got a writer. Ate these guys up. Interesting. How the hell did I forget about this, bro? It would have probably made our game at least a little bit easier. Yeah, I literally forgot about literally the most important feature added to 1.2. Oh well. I need to rival Egypt or Naples. Let's do Naples. Let's do Egypt too. Else we get complacency. Oh, well, there we go. 6 cabinet slots. That's nice. Okay, there's the Albanian hostages event that we literally just looked at, so we can demand these. We'll demand that Aryaniti give us a character from the something dynasty. Okay, it would be disrespectful. They like us. I want them to like. Dude, now that we're an empire, yeah, we got more... what's the event? No, it's, is that one a Rise of the Turks one as well? Let's just search something Greek, I don't know. It's not this one. Greek culture influence in the Bulgaria area. No, that's not it. Developing of Greek. No, that's not it. The grievances of Greece? No. Culture. That's not it either. Accepted something. I don't know what it's called. Right, so the event is after 1500. Own Constantinople. Have Greeks in it, but have Byzantium not exist. I ain't waiting till after 1500. I also don't know what the event is called. Frick it. I'm accepting Greek. It's already taking up 1.5. It's not even gonna be that bad. Yeah, there we go. It took us up to 519. We can probably get Bulgarian in too. It's gonna be 1.2. Well, not really, but now look at this. Oh. 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 Yes. I like it. I'm glad we became an empire too. Our flag changed to the 3 moons as well. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, dude. It's probably not a Rise of the Turks event. I just don't know what it's called. We need to look for one that can only happen after 1500, perhaps. Yeah, 1444, 1460, 1480. There we go. It could be any of these. So it's not that. It's Piri Rice. It's not that. Shadow Play. It's not that either. Cats of Constantinople. That one? It's not that one. Is it this one? It is this one. It is this one. So it's the Phanariots. Capital of Ottomans was Constantinople. Any pops? Yeah, culture of Turkish Sunni nobles in Constantinople is Greek. Biz doesn't exist. They will get their district. There's no reason to. Basically this option makes Greek kindred. And it makes it like extremely cheap to accept. But yeah, it's only after 1500. If we played that long, sure, I would gun for the event. But, I mean, we might play that long, but it's just, dude, we can accept it. Why the frick not? Okay, now I'm excited to see this go up a little bit. And this, by the way, is decreasing. We'll probably be able to swap these guys to a vassal. Oh, this is nice. Oh, we can add expanded Timur system gov reform. Instead of that, it's gonna be like a free one, right? It's gonna be 6 out of 5, technically. Heavy cavalry power. I do use heavy cavalry, or we can add the Enderun Academy in Constantinople. Cabinet efficiency plus 5%. It's pretty good. Pretty good, but a free plus 20% power, heavy cavalry maintenance cost, it's really strong. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, why the frick not? 6 out of 5, but yeah. Okay, I forgot about doing things. I'm not even gonna lie. So let's fight Genoa. Yeah, just take over this stuff here. Do I pull all these guys out? Probably not, right? Yeah, we don't need all of them. Oh my god, the assholes got a fort in every single one of them. They got a fort in 4 out of the 5 locations I want to take. Wait, no way we can still get this. What the hell? What? I propose Eretna becomes my vassal. What culture are they? They're Turkish. I mean, well, there we go. Yep, okay. Ended up with Eretna anyhow. Maybe we shouldn't have fought them. My galleys are just rolling Genoa, dude. Yeah. Probably don't need that much war score to take all of this. Yeah, it's chill. It's super chill. Ooh, Imperial Arsenal in Constantinople. Yep. Oh my god, dude. Rhodes is... It's even worse than Greek. Or Bulgarian or something we haven't accepted. It's... Dare I say this? French. Oh. It's gonna take a hell of a long time to assimilate that. Alright, I paid Milan 1,400 ducats to leave. But at least we can get everything we want from Genoa. There we go, nice. Hey, well, that's clean borders right there, baby. Pound lock canals. We actually have a second local governor at this point. Let's see, you know, if we do like if we did a historical peak Ottomans or something, or near, you know, let's say Balkans, Anatolia, Crescent, Egypt at least, where would you put them if your capital's in Constantinople? One, do you do it in Cairo or do you do it in Alexandria? One's gotta be down here, and then the other one, I don't know. Would you do like Baghdad, or would you go somewhere in the Balkans? Maybe Dubrovnik if you wanted coastal. Thessaloniki's too close. I would have said Belgrade, but it's... Then you really gotta go up this way, so... Something like right there. You know, we talked about what's the best capital here when we did Bulgaria or whatever. Wait, they nerfed the temple? Don't give control anymore. Well, that sucks. I really like the temple. A bailiff, okay, the bailiff. And local council. Local council is actually pretty powerful, but it's expensive as shit. You got some of them. Worth it to do one there, in Smyrna as well. Bursa probably too. Why do I got mega control as some of these? Is this the trunk road modifier thingies? Yeah, 60 proximity from what, dude? Oh, it put down the other local governor there, that's why? No, that's local council. Yeah, that's where it put them. I mean... I'd rather have one in Thessaloniki just because it's a market. And control is already decently high here, but then again, everything is core now. Yeah, but why here, though? Local governor. Okay, why... I guess because it's just close to this. No, I can't fight these guys, because these guys are still right in the tributaries. Can we do Trebizond? Alright, it's the next day here, and I actually just realized that this video is mega long, so I'm gonna aim to wrap it up pretty quickly. I meant to play originally till 1437 or 1444. We're gonna go a little more than that, but in the meantime, we got this event right here, man, the Interior Service, which adds the Enderun government reform. So it's free, less nobles power, more education for the heirs, and counter-espionage. I mean, it's free. There's no downsides. It'll make the nobles a little bit mad temporarily, but yeah, it's not that powerful anyway. So we'll have 7 out of 5. I hope it doesn't replace anything we have. Yes, okay, we're good. All right, since we want to wrap it up pretty quickly here, who's someone that we immediately want to fight. And, you know, like I said earlier, man, it's almost 1444. You know, the goal was kind of Ottoman borders in 1444. So, you know, once again, I think just like we did this last time, we have less stuff than the Ottomans have in 1444 in the Balkans. We basically need to have all of Bulgaria and Thrace and Macedonia, most of northern Greece, a little bit of Albania, but we don't. But we do have quite a lot more in Anatolia, right? We have all of this that Karaman owns. We have more stuff over here, or actually, no, that's pretty good right here. We have stuff that Chandar owns up here, so yeah, it's kind of, you know, move from here to here, basically. But I think the size is pretty acceptable, and we're the Ottoman Empire, like, way before they normally would. Well, actually, not way before, but 10 years earlier. But yeah, as for fighting someone, man, obviously I don't want to get into it with someone like the Mamluks right now. They are way more powerful than us. They're also linked up with Georgia. We could do Trebizond, but they're not enough of a challenge. We could do Naples here, although it would be mega annoying. Maybe Serbia? Serbia seems like... Yeah, I think I'm going to hit Serbia. Probably take everything that they have in Bulgaria and Thrace and Macedonia if we can. So, you know, this little bit right here. Too bad we never got these guys in. At least we can do Economy of the Union. There we go, more integration level. They might accept, actually, after this. Pretty close to vassal. Equally close to fiefdom. Yeah. Alright, we passed Unified Treasury with our Bulgarian boys right here. Let's check if anything has changed. Well, just by one. Different primary culture. If we force culture... and we'll still be over. The base, yeah, it's the base, basically what's getting us. We can't decrease these. What we need to do is increase these. We can improve opinion. All right, sent these guys a gift, offered them a bunch of accesses. Their opinion of us must be at least 150. Okay, so they would accept, but we need opinion. Does market access preference get that? It did! Excellent. Okay, so I was right. Maybe we could have done this even without all of these things, but doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna make them... What do I make them? I'll make them a fiefdom. There we go. Perfect. So, are they the dominant Bulgarian guy now? Because that disappeared. They are. But for some reason we probably can't. Oh, we just need a diplomat. Okay, nice. There it is. So we can improve Bulgarian, which might enable us to accept it. Let's see, it's tolerated right now. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll gain cores on all of this stuff too, right? Yes, well, on most of it. This is Wallachian, and we got, I think, Albanian and, yeah, a mishmash here. All right, Adana has been annexed, buffed up the army a little bit. Let's just check Armenian right here. Accept it. We can tolerate it. Yeah, we can tolerate it. We don't got the slots to accept it, but that's pretty good. Okay, so I buffed up the army as well, man. Cores on everything. Let's just check control. I haven't really been seeing that too much. Yeah, I think we got a lot of control here from that trunk road thing. Okay, but that's decreasing. That's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Yeah, as expected over here. I just thought it'd be a little bit higher, at least in Thessaloniki. Yeah, but I guess it's not. It's whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our final war, man. Why not? We can do Serbia. They're allied with Galicia and Wallachia. Wallachia surprisingly powerful this campaign. And, you know, they're pretty much surprisingly powerful any campaign because, surprisingly, we do see Romania quite a lot, which is a country we would, like, never see in EU4. But we do see it pretty often in EU5. Either way, let's go over here. Let's press claims on that, for example, and let's see just how much we can take from Serbia. Our levies are 79,000. That's pretty good. We got cannons too. Didn't build up that big of an army. Obviously, we can have an even bigger army than this, but we're chilling. Let's just see balanced army. Open formation. No, how do I... there it is. Cavalry on flanks is what I want. Perfect. So, yeah, let's go ahead and declare on Serbia, man. Boom. There we go. Let's raise up all of these guys and see how much we can take. Antagonism, not bad. I realized I never, you know, rebuilt my boats and stuff like that after they got beat up by Genoa a little while ago, but that's okay. We don't need boats in this war. We've won a bunch of battles. Let's just check if we can take everything we do want to take, at least, you know, with this temp check right here. So this is actually what I want in this war. Mega aggressive expansion, obviously, but only with Biz and Serbia, really, and Wallachia a little bit. We're chill. So yeah, we can definitely take this. We can actually take even more. It'll go down as we occupy it. I don't know. Do we, like, get into Albania or something? But actually, you know, this is pretty Ottoman-y in 1444, man. Yeah, yeah, I'll be satisfied with that, yeah. And great, these guys will already accept cash. We're super rich now. We're not even gonna get into debt that much if we separate... well, I can accept a white piece, okay? I ain't mad at that. Okay, and with that, it's just Serbia left. They got mega forts, so let's hope they capitulate pretty quickly. I can't believe I used that term, ahoy for term. Let's hope they unconditional surrender. Obviously, we're gonna be super friendly with the prisoners here. A foothold in Italy. So we can propose an unholy alliance with Venice. I'm disgusted even by the thought of that. I'm actually not even interested in this at all. I'll just take the stab, man. Yeah, Italy is not something we thought about at all this campaign. Oh, dude, first time I'm seeing the Balkan War in action. I don't know if you guys know, but in 1.2, man, after you push a country out of a war, like we did with Wallachia, for example, we just white pieced them. Our truce was so short that now they've actually come back into the war. Now, of course, for us as the Ottomans, fighting these two tiny guys isn't a problem, but dude, imagine, you know, you're playing big guys, I don't know. Or let's say we're even the Ottomans and we want to fight this pretty big-ass Hungary. Let's say they were allied to like Naples or something like that. We knock out Naples and you're like, okay, now we can really get into it with Hungary. 2 years later, Naples be like, I'm back. Yeah, that's worrying in some campaigns. Obviously, right now it's not. Let's see. Yeah, but they're immediately willing to white piece again. Yeah. Okay, I don't even know why I'm staying in this war. We've had like 90% war score for a while. So, yeah, it's actually even more aggressive expansion now. But, yeah, we don't care, man. Really, the only one aside from Byzantine Serbia that's going to be mad is Wallachia and then these guys a little bit. But whatever. Okay, there's a piece out with this. And we literally take over all of Bulgaria and Macedonia like this. And, yeah. That's pretty Ottoman-y in 1444, if I do say so myself. I just wish we could annex these guys, but we gotta wait 6 more years for it to start, and then another 7 years to annex them. So we won't be doing that. Okay, well I really don't need a 7,000 forts. I just don't. So yeah, let's get rid of some of these at least. These two are way too close next to each other. How's it looking right now? That one we don't need for sure. This one we don't need. Actually, it's pretty central, so I might as well destroy that one. Yeah, pretty good. Did we take over another market? No. No, we didn't. Wait, what? Okay, I lied. That wasn't our last war. This is gonna be our last war because, yeah, they've been here the entire game and they pissed me off because they created this tiny-ass market. And they will be, well, annexed. There we go. Just one location, but hey. But there we go, folks. We played until 1453, worst year of our lives. I know, but it is what it is. But I think that is a pretty good place to wrap it up for this Ottoman Empire run, man. You know, my soft goal for this campaign was sort of, you know, to expand in the Balkans and Anatolia, like I said at the start. We achieved kind of Ottoman borders at this point. Obviously, we're a bit bigger, but, you know, give or take. And it was super, super fun, man. I'm loving the 1.2 right now. We'll definitely get into like Beys and all of these other guys that received content over in the Balkans, like Serbia again, Albania again, probably. We'll see what's new, what's not, and stuff like that. But I enjoyed myself quite a lot, man. Ended up accepting Greek and Bulgarian, so a lot of it is our cores. Control is okay, even though we really didn't focus that much on internal management this campaign. I didn't even talk about all the buildings we did. We can probably do a bunch of like pound lock canals at this point. Yeah, there we go. I guess we can do one more. I haven't even been doing, you know, counting houses that much. Yeah, we just got some of them. Let me even take a look if we're bridged up. We're not even that bridged up, not even that roaded up. So I really wasn't focusing on internal management and infrastructure and building and stuff like that. I mean, you can tell by this. I was really just looking out for blobbing and stuff like that and a raw, you know, conquest campaign to kick off 1.2, even though, you know, like you guys know, we have played the Ottoman Empire about, you know, 6 or 7 months ago or stuff like that. But honestly, had so much fun, man. And yeah, I'll definitely be revisiting the Ottomans probably one more time this year because they're just such a fun country to play, man. And we even got Rise of the Turks still running, dude. Look at this. We're at 359 locations, so we can expand quite a lot more. We can probably take like, yeah, all of Greece or something like that, and maybe even Serbia and Albania or whatever, just those areas, you know, and it would take us over 500. I think this should be raised to maybe like 750, but then again, I mean, how powerful is the rise of the Turks in the hands of the player, you know? But yeah, like I said, man, lots and lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, you know, leave a like, subscribe once again for more content like this. And yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.